Hey guys, this is Noah here from Broward Game Farm. Just thought I'd make a quick video today regarding moisture in your birds. As many of y'all know, it is hot this time of year, these summer months. I'm hot, the birds are hot, everybody's hot. It's real critical to keep everything cool, just like yourself, hydrated. So I thought it would be a good day to make a video about moisture in your birds. How I do it here on the farm, I try to get as much moisture in my birds as I possibly can. I try to keep them as cool as I can. You got to treat them like you would yourself or your own kids if you want good, healthy birds. So one of the main things I do is I soak oats. The way I soak oats is I soak oats with different products. It just depends. I alternate them so they're not on the same stuff day in and day out. But I use 3 different products to soak oats. The first thing I do is Vitaral. This is probably one of my go-to. It's got a lot of your vitamins and electrolytes in them that they'll need to be real good and strong and power through that summer month. So I soak it, soaked oats and the Vitaral. I soak oats in the Vitamin Pro. This has also got the probiotics, the electrolytes, the vitamins and stuff you'll need to get them through the summer months. I don't have any in front of me, but it's Iron-X. I run that through the birds mixed with V8. I usually refrigerate everything. I have a refrigerator here, so all of it's good and cold, just to get it cooler, just to keep the birds as cool as possible. That's my goal, the cool as possible. So everything's refrigerated, gets it good and cold. Along with, I always wet the feed. I usually I mix my feeds in 5-gallon buckets, and I usually do half a bucket at a time. So for me, it's 22 ounces of liquid to a half a bucket of feed that gets it good and tacky and pretty moist. And usually it's usually the Vitamin Pro mixed up in the water, or the or the Vitaral. I mix those up in a gallon jug and just measure it out to 22 ounces and dump it in there and mix it up, and it makes a good tacky somethings. I also put mixed vegetables, fruit cocktail, all that good stuff in the refrigerator, applesauce, anything good and cold to get them to power through. You can also freeze it and give it to them. That's more important. Keeping fresh water on them all the time. Try to change it as much as you can. I know people like me who still got to work all day, every day. I can't be down here on the farm to make sure they still got cool water, because they might have water, but if it's out there sitting in the sun, that water's scalding hot and they ain't gonna drink it. So you gotta keep moisture in the best way you know how. So I always feed when it gets dark, when it's cool. Go ahead and give everybody fresh water. Let everybody drink it down. You can hose down the grass, the ground. Get the moisture, because the birds will breathe in the moisture off the dirt. I like to keep the pens moved, especially after a good rain. You can move them over onto a fresh spot, and then the grass itself holds moisture, and there'll be moisture in the ground they can get. There's so many ways that you can get moisture in your birds, but it's so important. I've seen so many people post already this summer, hey, my birds are dying, they don't know why, and it's just they're not keeping the moisture in them that they need to. They're just simply giving them water and thinking that's all they're supposed to do. But to have a good, healthy, solid bird that's going to take this heat like a champ, you got to be on your A game and do your job and run all the stuff through them to get them the way you want them. Like mine right now, they got just as red of a face right now. What is it, 96 degrees here in North Carolina today, as they would, in the wintertime or something like that, whenever, they typically, still have that red face. So yeah, doing all these things will help. I can't here on this farm right now because I'm on a big well, and there's also a cattle farm, and we all share the water. So, and I use a lot of water, they use a lot of water, so I can't do it. But if I could do it, and I'd recommend it to the people that can do it, is run a sprinkler system. Maybe have it turned on every hour, whatever, just to wet the ground, wet the birds, whatever you gotta do just to keep them cool. That's the main thing. Whatever you gotta do to keep them cool, that's the most important. Whether it's products, refrigerated stuff, frozen stuff, fruit, whatever the case may be, just treat your birds like you would yourself. I know, we like to stay cool, and they do too. And you can't be lazy about it. I know, speaking for myself, when you done worked all day, say for me in construction, the new houses, when it's 120 degrees upstairs in that attic, I so want to hit the AC when I get home, but these birds come first. I come down here and do my job, take care of the birds. So just stay on top of them, do everything you're supposed to do, and keep moisture in them, and they'll be just fine for you through the summer. So I hope this helps somebody, and I hope y'all have a good rest of y'all's day.